Hector, you came up here and you gave a speech that you've already given to this audience, which I think is awesome. Not enough of us do that. Take the evaluations that we've gotten before and use them to improve your speech. You asked me to evaluate your structure, your eye contact, and your body language. So I'm going to go through them one by one. Your structure. First, you came up here and you made a joke about Tina Fey, and then you kind of went into a story about having to fight a girl, and then you went back to 1994 when you started karate, then you went back to fighting the girl, and then you went to swimming and soccer. It was a bit scrambled. I would have preferred if you just taken either a straight chronological view. I started karate in 1994, blah, 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 then go through karate, the fight with the girl, the swimming, those things. Or you could have split it up organizationally, saying, this was my experience with one hobby, karate. It was like avocados to me. This was my experience with another hobby, swimming. And then finally I found my passion for soccer. I think that would have been a much more effective way to do it. Your eye contact. It was much better than I've seen you do in the past, which was great. You made a lot of good eye contact with the audience when you were getting into the flow of things. One thing that you could do to improve, I noticed when you were pausing, a lot of times you would look off into the distance like that, and it made it seem like you were unsure where you were going with a point. Instead, when you make the pauses, pick out somebody in the audience and just hold eye contact with them for a second. It makes it seem like you're making a dramatic pause, and the thing that you're going to say next is really important, even if you don't know what you're going to say next. Body language. It's similar. You did some really good stuff when you were paying attention to it and when you were trying to do it. When you did intentional gestures, like when you were sparring up here with the girl that kicked your ass, or you made a joke at Andre about the Brazil World Cup and you kind of pointed at it. You were much more confident than I'd seen you in the past, which was great. One of the things that I think you should try to pay attention to is the unintentional hand rotating that I've been doing for the last 3 minutes. As an Italian, I do this all the time. But when you do these things with your hands that are just passing movements that don't really have any purpose to them, it detracts from the overall gestures that you make that are intentional. So that's how I would improve the speech, and I think it was much better than the last time you gave it. Thanks.